guys, Way here, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys 10 hidden gems and cheat beasts from Team of the Season. These are some of the best and most affordable blue cards we've currently got available, and I'm sure a lot of you guys won't have tried them out. There are some players in here with some quite simply insane stats that you just have to give a go to. Maybe bring them off the bench or even build a team around them. Either way, you've got to try them out. So if you guys do enjoy the video, if you do, don't forget to leave a like on it. Subscribe if you're new around here. And if you want any high quality in real life FIFA cards just like this one, go and check out Foot Yourself. There's a link down below in the description. The first player I've got for you guys is Tawamba, who will set you back around 35,000 coins. He's that price because of the fact he plays in the Saudi League. If he was in a major league, he would be pushing 1,000,000 coins because his stats are insane. On his card, he's got 93 pace, 92 shooting and 93 physical. With a Hawk camera style, he gets to 98 pace, 95 shooting and 97 physical. And looking at the key attributes, there's more 99s than an ice cream van. He's got 99 strength, 99 jumping, 99 heading, 99 finishing, 99 sprint speed, 99 short passing and 94 shot power as well. And the combo of having such high pace and such high strength is unstoppable. That's what makes him so good, because no one can really get near him because of that pace, and if they do, they're just going to get shrugged off the ball instantaneously because he is so strong. He's also got a massive physique in game because he's 6'2", so he just shrugs everyone off and he beats everyone in the air as well, because not only is he quite tall, he's got 99 jumping and 99 heading, which is such a rare combo to have, especially on a player who's taller. Typically you find the players with really good jumping quite small, but he's very tall and has very good jumping, so he will be able to compete with the likes of Van Dijk and Laurent Blanc and those players who are just so good in the air that typically you wouldn't stand a chance against. He can outjump them and score a lot of goals in the penalty area. He really is a poacher. His finishing is amazing as well, 99 of course, very high shot power too, so if he gets the ball inside or outside the penalty area, he is going to be testing the keeper and scoring you so many goals. And for the price of just 35k, you really can't go wrong. Try him out, maybe bring him off the bench or incorporate him into a team using some of the other players I'm going to show you in this video, and just try him out because he is so good. Next up, we're moving up a little bit in budget with Bruno Fernandes, who will set you back just over 150k. I think at this stage of the game, for a player of his rating and caliber, that really isn't too much, and I would definitely recommend trying him out. And given that he plays in the Liga NOS, he's a little bit easier to link into a lot of sides, with the likes of Alex Telles and Eder Militao both having very good cards on this game. Now, looking at the stats he's got without any camera style applied, he has 90 pace, 95 shooting, 95 passing, 94 dribbling, 75 defending and 85 physical. I'd recommend playing him as an attacking midfielder, but you can play him as a centre mid all the way up to striker, and in fact he actually scored 4 goals against me early on in the game today with someone playing him as a striker. But with a Hawk camera style, which I think is the best one for him, he gets to 95 pace, 98 shooting and 89 physical. Looking at the key attributes without a camera style, he's got 99 shot power, 99 long shots and 99 volleys. That combo of 3 stats is so fun, because if you get the ball with him anywhere in your opponent's half pretty much, you can shoot and you will score some amazing goals. With those volleys as well, he can flick the ball up and smash it in, and you score so many goals because, as a lot of you probably know, volleys are very overpowered this year. If you flick the ball up and hit it, you get so much power and bend on the ball. If you have a player who's good at it, you will score so many goals, and he really is very good at it. He also suits the first time meta on this game very well. Shooting first time from just at the edge of the box. If you have a player who's got the right stats, it will go in 9 times out of 10, and Bruno Fernandes really is one of those players. He is so clinical from range. He's also got 93 curve, which means his finesse shots and free kicks are very good. He gets so much bend on it, making it very hard for the keeper to save. He's also got amazing ball control and passing, and 99 stamina, which is so good. You find a lot of players on this game kind of get tired towards the latter stages, the last 20 or 30 minutes, you have to sub them off. Not the case at all with Fernandes. He keeps on going. He's still very quick, very kind of in the game, even in the latter stages, which is obviously exactly what you want. You don't want to be subbing off your better players. He's also got 4-star skill moves, which is always good. You can pull off La Croqueta and all those useful skills like that, and the Rainbow Flick too, which given his very good volleys is always worth trying out. I would definitely recommend giving this guy a go. So fun to use because of his long shots. That's the main thing about him. He's amazing in a lot of aspects, but that's the best because you can shoot practically anywhere and it's going to go in. So fun. Definitely give him a go. Next up, we're moving down in budget again to Petros, who I believe is the cheapest player in this video at just 30,000 coins. He plays in the Saudi League, so you can link him to Tawamba, and he's also Brazilian, which opens up a lot of good links for hybrids. You can play him anywhere from attacking midfield down to CDM, although I think centre mid and CDM are your best options for him. If you play him as a CDM, I'd recommend applying an anchor carousel to him, and that will boost him up to 86 pace, 85 defending and 91 physical. If you look at the attributes, they're amazing. 99 stamina, as I covered with Fernandez, that's so good. He's also got 99 interceptions, 93 aggression, 99 standing tackle, 97 sliding tackle, 99 shot power, and 95 short passing, and 4-star skill moves as well. The player he reminds me most of is N'Golo Kante or Team of the Season Goretzka. If you've used both of those cards, you'll know they're all over the place because they have very high stamina, interceptions, aggression and tackling stats. They're all over the place, and if you put them on cut passing lanes as your defensive midfielder, they're going to be so hard to get past because they just cover all the options and they're very hard for your opponent to pass through. So it really helps block off through balls, and just shielding your defense with a player like this is very good. And for a price of just 30k, Goretzka I think was about 600. I did the SBC and he's very good, but with someone like Petros you're getting a very similar type of player with very similar stats for a much better price. So definitely one I'd recommend trying out. You can use him as an impact sub if you just need to close a game out, bring him on in that CDM role, or you could try and build a team around him, Tawamba, and one other player I've got for you guys who is also from the Saudi League and has some amazing stats. Moving on, we've got Tagliafico, who's arguably the best left back on the game and will set you back under 100,000 coins. Even without a chemistry, his stats are mental. He's got 97 pace, 93 defending and 87 physical, along with 92 dribbling, 73 shooting and 88 passing. With an anchor camera style applied, you get 99 pace, 99 defending and 91 physical. And looking at the key attributes, these are just the pick of the bunch. He's got a whole host of other stats that are over 90 as well, but he's got 99 stamina, and I think for fullbacks, stamina is so integral because if they have really good stamina, you don't need to set them to stay back whilst attacking. You can allow them to be unbalanced, so they get forwards a lot more, create plenty of chances, but still get back just as much as a fullback typically would, but they can do so a lot easier because of the stamina. And I create so many chances and get a lot more goals from just crossing the ball into the box with my fullbacks. He's also got 99 jumping, which is great. It makes up for his lack of height, meaning he doesn't really get beaten in the air at all at the back post, which is a downside to some fullbacks. He's got 91 interceptions, which is great, 94 marking, exactly what you want, 94 sliding and standing tackle, which is amazing, 98 agility, 96 balance, and then 91 crossing. He is the full package for a fullback. Not only is he amazing defensively, but going forwards, he offers so much. His dribbling is very nice, very silky smooth because of the high agility and balance. He's got brilliant crossing, good passing. His long shots are decent as well. He will score you goals when he gets into the penalty area. And with the 99 pace, with the camera style applied, and the 99 stamina, he keeps on going to the final whistle and is just so quick. Knock the ball past your opponent's fullbacks or wingers, and he gets in so much space out wide and will create you a lot of chances. But because of the stamina, he can just easily track back and put in a great shift defensively as well. The only issue with him is linking him into teams because of the fact that he plays in the Eredivisie. However, the Eredivisie team of the season should be out within the next couple of weeks, so you'll be able to link him into a few guys from there. But this card, honestly, it's just amazing. I said I had another player coming up from the Saudi League, and this is it. Hamdallah, an absolute monster, playing for the same team as Petros, so obviously he gets that strong link in there. And you can also, of course, link him in to Tawamba as well if you want an absolutely beastly partnership up front. He's got 91 pace, 94 shooting, 88 passing, 88 physical, and 90 dribbling. With a Hawk camera style applied, you will get him up to 96 pace. Then also you get 97 shooting and 92 physical, which is amazing, and he will set you back just over 60,000 coins. Looking at the key attributes, he's got 98 strength, 95 ball control, 91 dribbling, 99 heading, 99 curve, 94 shot power, and 98 finishing. And that makes him such a clinical player. If he gets the ball anywhere in your opponent's final third, it is curtains. He has got unbelievable finishing, shot power and curve, and those attributes combined together mean his finesse shots are deadly. Hit the ball first time, timed finesse shot, anything like that, and it will go in. As I've said, first time shots are very, very effective, and he has got all the attributes to make them extremely overpowered in his case, because as I said with Fernandez, if you have a player who's got the right stats, it's quite simply deadly. They will score 90% of the chances they get, and Hamdallah ticks all the boxes for a clinical forward. He's got everything you want. He's also got very good heading, so crossing into the box is very OP this year, as you all know. He will suit that very well. Good dribbling, very, very comfortable on the ball, which is rare for a player who's so strong and big. They don't typically have the best control and best kind of touch on the ball, but he has got great ball control and dribbling, as you can see, and he's so strong. You can hold the ball up very easily and bring your other players into play. And just like Tawamba, he's got the combo of being very strong and very quick as well, so it makes him so hard to stop. They're very similar players, and I think if you try the two of them out together up front, it's just going to be too much for your opponent to handle, so I would definitely recommend giving them a go. Next up, we've got a slightly more expensive player coming in at around 140,000 coins from the Premier League team of the season. It is Matt Doherty, and I can say, hand on heart, I think my heart's on that side, he is the best right back I've used on this game by a country mile, and I've used the likes of Lala, I've used all the players that everyone seems to use, all the really meta players. I was using Mbabu's team of the season card that has like 95 pace and 91 physical, very good card, but came nowhere near to being as good as Doherty, and for the price, I mean, it's crazy. He's just so good in every aspect. Whether that be going forwards or defensively, he is just perfect. And if you put an anchor camera style on there, it's going to boost him up to 93 pace. It gives him, what, 95 defending and then 93 physical as well. And then all the other attributes are over 80 as well. And I've used Da Costa, who's probably, apart from him, I'd say the best right back I've used. And the reason I prefer Doherty to him, he's also a lot cheaper, is the fact that when he gets into your opponent's penalty area and gets forwards, he's very good. He's like having an extra winger, because as I said with Tagliafico, I like to set my fullbacks on balanced when they have really high stamina, which he has, and it means they get forwards a lot more. And I find he always seems to overlap because he's got really good positioning. He overlaps, gets into just the right places, and scores me loads and loads of goals. He probably gets a goal every like 4 or 5 games, which for a fullback is quite simply unheard of. And he also gets me loads of assists from just playing the ball across the box. And that's something I haven't really had with any other fullbacks, which is why I like him so much. But looking at the key attributes, as I mentioned, 99 stamina, which is so good, 90 jumping. Combine that with the fact that he's 6 foot tall as well, so he is a tall fullback who's also very quick and very good defensively. He's got the full package, as I said. The jumping means he very rarely gets beaten at the back post, which, as I said with Tagliafico, can be an issue with players who are either a little bit smaller or lack that jumping stat. He's also got really good strength, great tackling, 96 positioning means he's always going to be where you want defensively, but then getting forward as well, he knows where to be. He's not really going to be offside, and overlapping the wingers, he gets into so many good positions. As I've previously stated, he's got really good passing and great shot power too as well at 97. If you look in the other stats he's got, I think his finishing is above 80. He's got really good stats in that area. So when he does get into the penalty area, he's basically like having another winger. So that's why he gets me so many goals. And he's got 4-star weak foot too, which really isn't bad at all. Which means obviously you don't really need to bother about checking what foot you're on. You can just swing it across the box or go for the shot regardless. And yeah, he's just so good. I'd recommend giving him a go. A lot of people may have been annoyed to get him in their guaranteed Premier League team of the season pack, but just try him out. Like, honestly, if you've not used him, give him a go. You won't regret it, especially if you like playing with attacking fullbacks. He is so good. Really would recommend him, and he's a player that I don't think a lot of people have gone there. Everyone seems to be using Alexander-Arnold from the Premier League, but for me, Doherty is just so good and so cheap. Next, so we've got a bit of a throwback from the first team of the season we had, the most consistent, it's Carrasco. Now, he's not the best of cards to link in teams because he plays in the Chinese Super League, but there are a lot of good players in that league, some of whom have blue cards, and he's super cheap as well, just 45k. He's got 94 pace, 89 shooting, 84 passing and 72 physical, along along with 92 dribbling as well. And with a finisher camera style, you can boost him up to 76 physical and then give him 96 shooting, which is crazy. He's got 4-star skills and 4-star weak foot, 94 agility, 94 shot power, 91 positioning, 93 ball control, 94 dribbling, 90 curve and 89 finishing as well. That is without the camera style applied, so when you apply that finisher he gets up to 99 for finishing, and pretty much all the shooting stats do almost max out. And I really like him. When it comes to left wingers on this game, I've been mixing about the players I've used a lot recently. I've used Prime Nedved for about 300 games, but I just find his finishing ability isn't particularly good. So recently I've been using Future Stars Vinicius Jr. a little bit. I've been using a whole selection of players, and I gave Carrasco a go just out of the blue to try him out. I was actually using him for a weekly objective, and he really impressed me. He was a lot of fun to use. He just felt so silky smooth on the ball, very similar to someone like Eden Hazard, who is a very similar player, Belgian as well, but obviously a lot more expensive. And he's got that finishing ability that I felt was lacking with Nedved. He is very clinical. He's got the shot power, he's got the finishing, he's got the curve, which means his finesse shots are very good. Something I find to be so OP, his first time finesse shots from outside the box, they always just seem to loop into the top corner if you have the right player, and he is one of those right players. And yeah, he was just a lot of fun to use, someone I wasn't expecting to be particularly good. I think a lot of you guys may have possibly used him for the weekly objectives, and found he is actually a decent player. So you can use him with other Chinese Super League players, maybe like Hulk, for example, or Oscar, who's also got a blue card, or you can just use him with other Belgians. Maybe in like a 4-3-3, you could have De Bruyne and then some kind of Belgian striker, maybe Mertens or someone, or Hazard. Link him in there and use those nation links and give him a go. Or you can just use him off the bench. But either way, very cheap player and a lot of fun to use. Next up, we've got, I believe, the most expensive player in this video, and it is Kruse from the Bundesliga. I packed this guy from an upgrade pack, and I brought him in instead of Footmus Kevin De Bruyne, who I'd played nearly 700 games with. It was a big upgrade. I didn't want to do it at first, but having tried him out, he was so good, and he's got some amazing stats. Just look at them. He will set you back almost 200k, but I think he's worth it, and compared to a lot of the other midfielders in the Bundesliga, I think that's a good price. Havertz is like 2.5 million coins, I think, and his stats aren't that much better. Yeah, he is a little bit better in game, but he's so much more expensive. Kruse has some great stats even without camera styles. You've got 83 pace, 94 shooting, 94 passing, 85 physical and 95 dribbling. With a Hawk camera style applied, which is what I typically seem to use on a lot of my forwards unless they're very quick already, it gives him 88 pace, it also gives him 97 shooting and 89 physical as well. And I think you can play him anywhere from maybe centre mid, but preferably cam, up to striker. I was playing him as a cam in a 4-2-3-1. And looking at the stats, he's got 4-star skills and 4-star weak foot, 90 long shots, 87 strength, 99 composure, 99 ball control, 91 curve, 96 positioning and 96 finishing. They're the key attributes for me. He has a lot of other great ones. But he's very strong. He can hold the ball up very effectively, which is what I found was lacking with De Bruyne and a lot of the other cams I use. Typically they're weaker players, they're quite small, but he is tall, he's good on the ball, very strong. He can hold the ball up and bring your wingers and other forwards into play, but he's got that deadly finishing ability. And what I look for in an attacking midfielder is someone who can hit the ball from range, who's got good long shots, good shot power, and can just score me goals from distance, because you'll probably all know at this stage of the game, and at this stage of the video even, I've mentioned it a lot, first time shots, first time finesse shots, first time power shots, wherever they may be, are very effective. Since the latest patch, they've been so unbelievably overpowered, and he suits that meta very well, because he's got the shot power. He can just hit it hard enough that the keeper's not going to get anywhere near it. And with the good finishing ability, the curve, the composure, he can place it very well. So for that reason, I really like using him. And he's a lot of fun to use. And if you look at the other midfield options in the Bundesliga, I think Royce is like 3 million, Havertz is like 2.5. So he offers a much more affordable option there. If you can't quite afford the likes of Brandt as well. Brandt's unbelievable, by the way, but he's about 600k. I definitely recommend giving Kruse a go. But ultimately, we've got Bergvin, one of the cheaper players in this video, around 36,000 coins. You can link him into Tagliafico, and he's got a really nice card for a really good price. If you look at him without a camera style, he's got 96 pace, 91 dribbling, 86 shooting, 83 passing, and 78 physical, which isn't bad at all. But if you put a finisher on there, it gets him to 90 shooting and 84 physical, which is pretty similar to Ronaldo. If you compare their stats, they're very, very similar. I'm not saying he's as good as Ronaldo, but he's very, very fun to use and very cheap as well. So a good one to bring off the bench. I like having really pacey super subs that I can bring on in the last stages of games, especially if it goes to extra time in FUT Champs. These types of players are really useful, and I think he's a good one to have on your bench as that type of player. Looking at the key attributes, 96 sprint speed, 98 balance, 93 shot power, 94 dribbling, 84 strength, 94 dribbling and 91 curve. Of course, he's very, very quick. He's got great agility and balance as well, which is a very good combo. Means the player is very hard to get off the ball, but he's also got good strength, so that just adds to that and makes him so hard to stop once he gets going. He keeps the ball very close to his feet. He's one of the best dribblers I've used this year. Very, very silky smooth on the ball. And his finishing ability is also very, very good. He hits the ball very hard. He's got good curve and just good finishing ability in general. So when he gets into the box, he will score you goals. The only downside of the card is the 2-star weak foot. That's why I wouldn't really recommend starting him. I think he's more of a super sub that you can bring on and just try and get a little bit of an impact out of in the latter stages of games. For the price, definitely a fun player to try out. Very, very quick, very good on the ball, and not too expensive at all, so I definitely recommend giving him a go. Finally, we've got Hermoso from the La Liga team of the season. The reason his price is a question mark is because he just got released about 10 minutes ago, and as of right now is about 200k on the market. But given that he's by far the lowest rated player, I think, in La Liga, he is going to drop down in price a lot. I think he'll probably be like a maybe 100 to 150k player. Don't quote me on that, but I think he's going to be in that kind of cheap bracket. And if you look at the stats, they look crazy. I've used all the other players in this video apart from him, but I wanted to include him because I didn't have any other centre backs. I was going to include Roussillon, who's really good, but I already had a lot of full backs. So I thought I'd include this guy because I looked at his in-game stats and they look mental. He's got 91 pace, 87 defending and 86 physical. With an anchor camera style, he gets 95 pace. He also gets up to what, like 93 defending, I think, and then 90 physical. And looking at the in-game stats, he's got 98 jumping, which makes up for his slight lack of height. He's not short, he's 6 foot, which isn't amazing for a centre-back, but isn't awful. But then with that jumping, it means it's not really much of an issue at all. He's going to be very good in the air. He's also got 95 standing tackle, 93 sliding tackle, 95 sprint speed, 93 agility, 86 strength, 85 positioning, 90 crossing and 89 interceptions. Now, I think if he was a fullback, he might be even better because he's got the really good crossing and he looks good going forwards too. So if you want, you can actually play him there in-game. But as a centre-back, I think he would do a very, very good job for your team. And could be a great player to try out next to someone like Varane, who's also got a lot of pace. Or even you could use Hernandez, who's got an amazing card. And it's about, I think, like 80 or 90k. I believe it's Lucas Hernandez or Theo Hernandez. I'm not too sure. Not the one that plays for Atletico. There's one that has a FUT birthday card, I believe, or a carnival card that has 94 pace. So you could use those two together if you just wanted the sweatiest of centre-back partnerships possible. But I think he'll be fairly cheap just because he is only 87 rated. He'll get packed an absolute ton in La Liga. I think he's the lowest rated player there. So I think he's going to be quite cheap, and he's got an amazing card. So I thought I would include him just to mix it up a little bit, just to get another big league in there in a position I hadn't yet included. If he does happen to be more expensive, then Roussillon is a great option to go and try out. But I thought I would include this guy. So there we go, that's going to be the end of the video. Let me know what your favourite cheap team of the season card is. I think any cards under about 200k can be considered cheap in the team of the season because there aren't a huge amount of very affordable options. And at this stage of the game, pretty much everyone has several 100,000 coins and like a really good team. Just because it's so easy to get coins this year from FUT Champs, from Rivals and all that. So let me know who your favourite cheap team of the season players are. If you want me to do a slightly higher budget version of this, maybe the best team of the season cards under 1 million coins, or maybe the equivalent version of this with other special cards, maybe icons, the best cheap icons. I know they're not particularly cheap, but the best like under 500k icons or something. Let me know down below as well. Let me know if you've used any of these players as well, what you think of them. If you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like. Check out the sponsor of the channel as well at niba.com if you want cheap games and game codes. Use my discount code EATAWAY at checkout for a further 3% off your purchases. And as I already mentioned, there's a card somewhere right here. If you want high quality in real life FIFA cards, go and check out for yourself. But I'll catch you guys later. Take care.